Liam, it was a really valiant effort and a quite impressive performance against all odds over in Toulouse, despite the result in the end, which sort of they pulled away from us from the short kick-offs and things of that nature. But despite the end result, are you pleased with the performance overall?
Yeah, like I said after the game, it were a resilient effort again. Obviously forced into a couple of late changes through injury and people slotting into positions where they hadn't trained and stuff. Sort of a bit of a typical of how it's gone a little bit this year, but effort-wise, yeah, couldn't fault them. Said it after the game, and yeah, a couple of late tries by them when we were trying stuff like the short kick-off and other bits made it look a little bit flattering, but. Also at the same time, as much as there's praise to be dealt out, there were opportunities to win it and we didn't take them, so there's a little bit to learn as well.
Despite obviously missing that opportunity to pull when the game was so close, as you mentioned, there was quite a lot of upheaval, some really late changes. How pleasing was it to see those lads come into the team, and does that just sort of epitomise what this team's all about? It's sort of that next man up mentality.
Yeah, listen, I've said it since midpoint of the season, when obviously we all know what's gone on this year at this club and what adversity we've been hit with, especially early in the season. It took a little bit of time to adjust to it and cost us a fair bit on the field. I think from the turn of the season, we started to get a tiny bit of continuity in team selection. The period where we got a lot of it, we went 3 in a row. And then obviously we suffered a couple more at the back end of that, so it's just how it goes sometimes. But from midpoint of the season, and can't fault lads that are doing it week in, week out for us, and I've been doing it from the start of the season, and I've done it tough all the way through. So effort-wise and commitment-wise, first class. Dealing with circumstances similar, and obviously managing to get a fair few wins at the back end. And if we can obviously get a couple of wins to finish the season, that'd be pleasing, and you know, it'd be sort of fitting reward for the lads that have dug in and done it tough.
Just going back to the lads that came into the team, it was a really impressive performance from young Ben Hersey. Obviously this week you're going to welcome back Zach McComb, Ben Kavanagh and Matty G for contention. Does it give you a bit of a selection headache when he went so well in Toulouse? Yeah,
it does, and it's probably, in fairness, it's probably the first time I've, other than picking what position people are playing, it's the first time I've been, I will actually have to pick a team this week and leave some people out for pretty much the majority, barring the odd one here and there. So yeah, it's interesting to have to do it. It's probably the first time I have done it as an Halifax coach, and yeah, we're excited for the weekend.
And that's ahead of what is arguably the biggest game of the year. It's the one that all the Halifax fans circle when the fixtures come out, the Bulls Derby at the Shay. You must be really excited at the prospect of what is sure to be a really engaging and a really competitive game down there.
Yeah, I am. I'm excited. I'm excited for everybody to get out and get behind the team, and obviously last home game, put our best foot forward and show some real commitment to the people of Halifax, who've shown some commitment to the club themselves more than ever in the last couple of weeks. So yeah, that's what we try and base our performance on this week, is the commitment to those people in and around that support everything that goes on, and we're no different. We want to show our support for it as well.
It's the last home game of the season, but there's still plenty to play for on both fronts. The Bulls trying to look for second place in the table and that week off in the playoffs. Obviously the Panthers trying to avoid relegation spots in the relegation playoff, so it should be two committed teams. But in terms of form, does form go out of the window in a game like this in Derby week?
Yeah, it's a derby. I think everybody feels the same way. I think regardless of who's going well and who's not, you want to knock off your nearest and dearest, and we get that chance this week.
It's been a long time since we played them. I think all the way back in round 2 over at Odsall on Good Friday. You'll have done your homework on the Bulls. What sort of side are they at the minute, and where do their strengths and threats lie, and where do you think we can get the better of them?
Yeah, obviously it's a long time ago since we played them, and they sort of edged us out in that game over there in the pouring down rain. Lost a couple through injury in that game as well. One tapped out a little bit, left us a bit light, and we got exposed, and they were deserved winners. So it'd be nice to return the favour in this one. And all I can say is we'll have 17 blokes out there that are 100% committed to the cause on Sunday.
finally, then we say it every week how great the fans have been. Over in Toulouse, we saw a fantastic atmosphere. Back to the Shay, one final game. It's a big game in terms of both on and off the field. For the club, you must be hoping that everyone really gets there, creates a derby atmosphere in a really hostile place for the Bulls to come and play and try and back the team all the way to a victory.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, nobody's said it numerous times now. Nobody's within the groups happy with the season we've had, but we understand why we've had the season we've had and what's gone on and what we've had to deal with. Same for the fans. You know, they're not happy with the season we've had and had loads and loads to cheer about, but could be the perfect game in many regards to bookend what has been a pretty bumpy ride through 2024, and it'd be nice to have a bumper crowd down there showing how much it means to them, and we'll try and return serve and show how much it means to us.